Welcome. Give y'all a few. What is it? There we go. All right, y'all, what's going on? I am Goddess High Priestess Empress Alala Pantera. Welcome all to the channel, returning and new subscribers. Shout out to the members of the channel. And make sure that you are tuning in on December the 12th, Big 12/12 energy at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on Saturn's Daughters 47 channel. All right, we're gonna be chopping it up about the occult and tarot, so make sure y'all tune in. All right, so let's see what the vibe is right now for the collective on this wonderful Saturn day. 12/7/707 on the clock right now. Okay, that's what we doing. Shit, let's do it then. Let's do it then. Hold up, let me see. So I just got the chills. What is that? I just got the chills. Hold on, let's look and see. Just got the chills. What is that? I know they dry now. Test the dosha. What is that energy about? The pioneer, 2 of Leo, the sun of soul. That's been on a long journey, trailblazing. 2, definitely something within the astral realms. I mean, generally, that's the vibe of when a chill runs through you. But it was real subtle, at a very slow pace too. An inventor. Tell you, 23. Inventor. Telling you was a thought out loud. I didn't even say anything to tell y'all right now. But if you know, you know the way this number, what it connects to. Okay? For me. But let's get into this. A soul that's been doing it again and again. There's going to be groundbreaking developments due to a mastering of the mind. Unraveling time as well. Something about unraveling time or the concept of time. It's on some keep going or just hang it all up. Destination or bust, it says. Let's see. A biker, a lone wolf, someone who lives lone wolf style, but also has an overstanding of brotherhood Standing up, someone who definitely stands up for themselves. Breaking rules is more so because they're connected to universal law and not man's law, but they play the game, and when it's time for them to break rules, they do so. And when a person does this, people don't see this coming. They're a nonconformist. Libra, Leo, the letter L, Lilo. Somebody nickname is Lilo. Because as soon as I said that, all I felt and sensed slightly, audiently, yes, 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 Lilo. 7-Eleven. I'm also hearing lay low. Lay low. What is this about? There's two. Ooh, I love to see it. But again, with transportation, see, one is somebody is definitely an ancient reincarnated soul. That's what this is. It's something about you are aware of this, but this is a confirmation. Then you have rainbow. Could be a rainbow star seed. Wish granted. Patience pays off. Godsend. Perfect timing. Promise. I heard you reached the pinnacle. See, yeah, there's something about unraveling time because you have this little puppy here with the yarn. You made the change by seeing your higher self with 5 in Sagittarius here, and also it helped you to see many working parts. And you see more of this when things are out of control. So you really do have a knack for bringing order into chaotic situations. Virgo could be of significance because it says big mess here, and Virgos are the cleaners of the zodiac. Lay low because this change is not happening right now because you got changing that came out in reverse. Lay low because this change is not happening right now, but your wish is going to be granted. It's a serendipitous moment. You got the number 5 showing up in reverse again. Let me clarify what this is though. Let me see. Hold on. Clarify changing. What's at the bottom of the deck? Fork in the road. Direction change. Lay low because the direction is changing. 7-13. That is Cancer energy. Moon in Cancer specifically. And you got the rainbow here with the 9 of Cancer. Moon in Cancer. Somebody could have a moon in Cancer. Or the full moon in Cancer could be of significance. 2. Uncharted territory. The direction is changing. Okay, so you are innovating a new path, the pioneer. And it's in the direction of uncharted territory. The moment of truth. See, which one said many working parts? It was one of these that was at the bottom of the deck just a while ago. Because over here you have opportunity, alternatives. Now I just heard Control Alt Delete. So wherever you were gonna, oh shit, got it. Clear as day, because this is the same shit I've been hearing before coming onto the live. So it has come the moment within your progression and elevation, ascension, expansion in life that people are going to see what it means when you are no longer connecting to them to the point that there will no longer be a road for them to even come back to or cross paths with you. So burning bridges and being more than okay with it, because you, for fuck sure, ain't going back in that direction. That's what this did. Okay. Changing. Shooting star. You got rainbow, shooting star. I'm telling you. You are certainly the test for certain people when it comes to, can you see the signs of where you can allow yourself to grow, where you can allow yourself to be loved, where you can allow yourself to have a conversation with someone outside of yourself, so that way you can expand in the ideas that you have? Or are you still going to hold on to the version of you that is defensive or guarded because you don't want the situation that happened last time to happen again this time? Some of you were a test for those people going through that lesson. And vice versa, they were a test for you as well, in terms of it's time to cut these type of energies off, where you noticed it from the very beginning. But you give them the opportunity to you know what I'm saying, to align with their frequency. But they don't want to take that path. And obviously, this is not about forcing anybody or getting anybody to take your path 1144, but it's just more so, this one right here is going to lead you to a bridge that is actually there, versus the other side where there isn't one. It is just straight up falling into a ditch. Shooting star. Quick action. Again with wish granted twice. Rainbow and wish granted. Look at this shit. I'm telling you, you got Black Widow here at the bottom of the deck. This is a chess play. 33. Mastermind. There you go. There you go. The strategy when it comes to toxic situations or relationships was for you to see it for all that it is. Very quickly, too. These situations or relationships were definitely short-lived. Whether this was 8 days, 8 cycles of 7 days, 8 months, 9 months. For some of you, this is possibly years. Yeah, short-lived still. Because with Cancer and Aries showing up here, what it's saying is that no matter how long this connection was for, it was still short-lived, as it should have been. Yeah, because this is given the vibe of, especially with passing through, where the number of hours and days, what makes up a day is different on every planet. That's what this is. That's sort of the energy that I'm picking up on here, where it doesn't matter if this was 8 seconds, 8 minutes, days, 7 days, a cycle of 7 days, a month, a year, ages. It was still equivalent to one day, based off of the lesson and the energetic frequency that was connected to that lesson. So it could have seemed as though you were experiencing something for years in terms of a toxic situation or relationship. Now, for some of you, when you hear this, that don't mean keep your ass there, and you know you're supposed to be moving on from something. Okay. 9-8. Yeah, see, look at that Virgo energy right there. Speaking of the cleaner. You're going to have to clean this up in order for the change to happen. Because whatever this wish is that you are wanting to see in your reality, it can happen. But if you don't change, and what was at the bottom of the deck was the fork in the road card. If you don't change, you remain in the same position. Where it's possible that you are standing up for a cause that is not for you to stand up for. Or for a person that you're not supposed to be standing up for. Or around, as long as you've been around them. Oh yeah, uncharted territory right there. And then you have uncertain. Let me look at this. Pillory, which speaks of humiliation, punishment, finding fault, abusive, shut down, public ridicule and mockery, nowhere to run, censor, serving time, vulnerable, open dishonor. Now, this could be the energy that you still have around you. That even if there wasn't some type of open dishonor, their energy and connection to yours is definitely equivalent to that. Where you don't even know what you want. It's to a point where you don't even know what you want. This tends to come out quite often recently. The essence of the shooting star. Where this energy is about to approach you in terms of, with this shooting star, what are you going to ask for? And be very mindful of what it is that you ask for. Because you will get it. Now, some of you are wishing for a situation to be fixed when it's shattered glass. It's shattered glass. It's not something to be fixed. This is one of those situations where when you are given an opportunity to ask for whatever it is that you truly want and desire, make sure you base it off of you and the energy that you want in your life, that you can give to yourself. Especially if this has something to do with a relationship. Okay? A lot of times people go through what you would call a heartbreak is because the person is not reciprocating the love that you are prepared to give yourself or that you already give to yourself. And you're expecting someone to give you something that they can't even give to themselves. And now you're sitting here being uncertain about what it is that you truly want because the energy has caught up to you, and now their lack of knowing of themselves has become you because you're surrounded by it so much. Or it's living in your mind, rent free. Living in your mind and your heart rent free. Split the deck, you got the Five of Wands here. Saturn, Leo energy. Karmic lessons when it comes to doing what you love to do. Are you going to continue these battles that are not yours or for you, or for somebody else? This is an example of where things are happening for you, not to you. But this particular situation is actually happening to you because it's not for you to fix. It's okay. Don't say that. Okay. What is this exactly? The Three of Pentacles. Somebody you work with or somebody that you are involved with that has to do with some level of finances here. Getting something off the ground. You have this Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You know that you are at a point of starting anew. You at a significant threshold. Yeah, and something that you're no longer happy in. They go that shooting that rainbow in the background. There's something you're still involved in that brings you the utmost discontent and boredom in your life. And you're wanting to fix this. Three of Pentacles. You're wanting to work something out with. What is this exactly? Look at this. The High Priestess. 2. Got your 6. Canada, North. Now that's coming through more so as your team is you right now. Something about your team right now is you. Your team right now is you. Tell me more about this. Yeah, because you even got the biker showing up right after that. Pioneer, biker, lone wolf style. Your team is you. I did that kind of fast. My bad. It's always been you, but you've been including people. And they've been soaking that up as if they play a major role. They do play a major role, but not the way they think. Not the way the role is played out, really. Their role is more so to show you the version of you are not becoming. Or the version of you that is not connected to success. With the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, from the High Priestess to the Hierophant. Oh yeah. It's time for you to actually read the signs that your intuition is screaming at you about. The Nine of Cups and the Ten of Wands. You're going to have to walk away from something. You know it's a heavy-ass burden. It was once a wish fulfillment, but you got to transform from this with the Four of Cups and the Nine of Cups, 13. It's time to switch that up. It's time to really end something here. What is this 13 energy? You got the Strength card that just popped out here. Leo. So let me see. What is this? Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles and a Three of Pentacles. That's the 9. This just keeps speaking independence, single, do it yourself, so it can get done the way it's supposed to be done. Do it by yourself so it can get done the way it's supposed to be done. By yourself, especially, more so having to do with those of you who are in situations where it's given Five of Wands, where people are just around you just because they know the level of success that you're about to go to. And they just want to be a name that comes out of your mouth when you get there. That's the only reason why they're there. Do it yourself. Do it by yourself. So you can align with those that truly celebrate you and honor you the same way you do with them. The Devil. There's definitely a lesson, a stronghold here. What's behind it? King of Cups, Scorpio. Queen of Wands, Aries. And then you have the Page of Pentacles. Let me see what's behind this. The Knight of Swords. Gemini. What's this? Something is definitely... Yeah, so that way you can speed up the healing process here. It's time to clear out the oppositions because you've mastered it already. So this is basically the vibe of going up in weight class. You could no longer spar or be in a bout with these type of people because they're not in your range. They're not in your range. Yo. You fighting a lightweight or a welterweight being a heavyweight, basically. Well, not even fighting, sparring, going back and forth with the lightweight or welterweight as a heavyweight. That ain't no match. That's not gonna make you stronger. Just picture that. A boxer who's a heavyweight sparring with somebody that is a lightweight or a welterweight to do what? To gain what type of skill? Unless it's probably speed that heavyweight is learning. Because that's one thing that a lightweight or welterweight or whatever is going to be beneficial is the fact that they can move in the ring a little bit faster, possibly. But other than that, pound for pound, that ain't beneficial. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah. For your patience to pay off and your abundance to come to you, you're going to have to move as a lone wolf at this point. Again, this message is really for those of you around people or in situations where people show you who they really are and they just want to be around because of where they see your life going. That's 10 of Pentacles right there with the 6 and the 4. But you're being asked to pull back because something is not reciprocated here. You keep going back and forth, juggling 6 to the 4. That's another that, and going in that direction, you're going towards having to still juggle or fork in the road, making a decision about what to do. 5 of Pentacles. I mean, that's that scarcity mindset, that scarcity way of living. Your strength and your love can't be around these people who are in this state of fear, anticipation altogether, fear, anticipation, disgust about themselves over and over and over again. It's time to remove yourself from that right there. One more. Tell me. 5 of Wands. Ugh. Why? Okay, you know what? The Emperor in reverse, that's all it's going to do is take your power away. It's the one card you don't want to see in reverse. And for some of you, this could really be an Aries or a Scorpio who out here moving the foolishness. Shit got to stop, okay? This is really giving the energy of somebody who don't even know they possessed by so many different spirits and they just be out here moving crazy. But they don't even realize what they're doing. You see it, you want to help them, but nah. It's time to go. Literally, time to go. Take all your power back, okay? You're that strong that you can take on other people's burdens. Will now take that same energy that gives you that capability to take on people's burdens and take your energy back and go about your business. Go about your values. Taurus energy with this bull or this cap that's here. Go towards your money. Some of y'all be hearing your ears ringing or bells ringing in your ear when you're around a certain situation, or when you think of something or somebody, your ears start ringing. Yeah, that's the motherfucker you need to get the fuck up away from. Yeah, that's what that is. When you pay real close attention to what the universe got to tell you. 7 of Cups. Many working parts. It speaks of options. But this is also Venus and Scorpio. When it comes to the way you connect with others with that type of placement, there's a depth, a level of intensity when it comes to the emotions that it requires you to have emotional intelligence and that person that you're sharing that energy with, where they have to really know themselves. So that way they don't feel where the obsession and the possessiveness that can happen with that placement can really turn everything to shit. Let's turn you up, right? Because that's not what we about to do up in here. No, baby. Show me a 10 of Wands. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. There you go. All the cards that we saying are literally coming out. Go about your business, baby. You'll be much more fruitful and abundant taking uncharted territories or the road less traveled. RF could be of significance. Robert Frost. You got 2 of Wands here, which is another card that speaks of the crossroads. What's behind it? The 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. There goes the Virgo energy. And then we got Leo. And then you have the Moon. Cancer, Pisces. Yeah, everything that had to come up to the surface in regards to anything that was stealing your joy, especially when you was about to have a new opening in your life with a long journey you've been on, especially in moments where you know your worth, you know your value, but it's something about the heart that you have. You may place yourself in situations where you stand up for people that you ain't got to stand up for them. Let them stand up for their own fucking self at this point, because they moving that way with you until some shit go down. They sitting here looking for you to assist them out them shit out of something. Oh, they got to go through that lesson. That chance that they had to actually rise to the occasion and up and out of situations that no longer served them. It's done, no with. That bridge is burnt, done, gone. No more access. Access denied. The path it's not in existence anymore. We got the Seven of Wands, Mars and Leo, and the Eight of Cups. Ooh. Yeah. All right, let me see something here. Because you go from Sagittarius season with the Ten of Wands, Virgo season with the Nine of Pentacles, Pisces season with the Eight of Cups, Leo season to the Seven of Wands, and at the bottom you have Cancer season. Okay. Chariot. So it seems as though, let's say some of you, the example that I'm getting right now is if you have to make a move that will require a team to move forward, all you have to do within your mind, body, and soul is make the decision that you're going to make this move. So that way now, that's where the wish granted comes into play. Now, those that are actually supposed to be with you, around you, can come towards you to assist you with this move, whether if it's from a location, something having to do with the business move or paperwork of some sort. You may have to close out one deal, not take a deal, rather, with another group and go towards the one that truly fits who you are, because it seems as though the one before that, the money might be a little bit higher, but you'll make way more going towards the side that allows you to be your authentic self, where you don't have to stop yourself from doing anything. So let's say this is a job you're going for. This other choice, it gives more of an energy of entrepreneurship, while the other one, you're being more so monitored constantly. And with the Emperor showing up in reverse Aries energy, especially if you got Aries, Sun, Moon, rising Mars, Venus, Mercury, you really not the type of person that can be told what to do. It seems as though some of you reached a point mentally of this challenge you've been experiencing when it comes to you creating. You could have had, say, writer's block or something of that nature. It's because of the energy surrounding you. But there was also something for you to learn amongst that before moving forward. Self-reliance. Shit, okay. It could have to do with, yes, self-reliance, extending oneself. Yeah, definitely someone is a writer or does something that has to do with writing. This allowed you to go through a process of self-improvement by seeing where you extend yourself too much to others, that it takes you away from relying on yourself, especially in areas where you really should be more reliant on yourself than others. You have baby. Wow. So someone is a single parent. I'm getting obviously the energy of someone being a single parent, having to move, but feel as though that they have to move with whomever it is that they feel is their point of resource. Cardinal, new beginnings, fresh start. But it's time for them to have a fresh start. Emerald, healing, fertility, eternity, reflection, soul restoration, a strong relationship. Let me get another deck to clarify this. Clarify what's the baby about? There's a birth of a child here. Somebody could also be finding out that they are pregnant. This new phase. For some reason, they're showing me 9 and 8, and I'm getting a 17-year-old. So a 17-year-old could be conceiving and doesn't want to tell anybody. Just make sure you have if you're someone with a 17-year-old, just make sure you have a conversation with them. Let them know that, you got their back. Or this could be you. You probably had a child at 17. And you are embarking on new territories at this time when it comes to the way you manage and handle life these days, that it's not the same as before. Something about you clearing that energetic space of guilt or possible shame, especially now at this point. Is one thing to really heal from possibly being around people who scrutinize you for having a child at a young age, and you really healing from that or managing it. It seems as though some of you here, if that's whoever that is, you've reached a point where now you are healing from it. No more managing it, because the managing seemed to have increased the way you have felt when people scrutinize you for doing something at an age that you possibly wasn't supposed to. But that's the experience that you had is between you and source. You know what I'm saying? So what's the baby? The 9 of Pentacles. So a single parent for sure. You got the 9 of Pentacles showing up twice. This seems to be something that happens generation after generation. And instead of, let's say, a mother comes at her daughter for having a child at a young age, but she also had her at a young age and wanted something better for her daughter. It seems that the daughter now, the most recent one of that bloodline to have that experience, is at a point of healing that type of connection when certain things happen, because it seems as though the mother picked up what her mother did to her, her mother picked up what her mother did to her, so on and so forth. Nobody was actually there for anybody. You have the King of Cups here, Scorpio. Which also changes the way someone connects to other people. They're unable to really be vulnerable and get to that depth of true love. But this child is helping them to get to that space, which is also another reason why it's important for that mother, this most recent mother here, to really handle any type of resonance within her DNA of that disconnect between a parent and a child, or the mother nurturing the child and the child. Clearing out codependency. Queen of Wands shows up again as well, Aries. Okay. Four of Swords. Someone is definitely also healing from people who claim that they're going to be there but never show up. Finally healing from that, letting that go. Because the Nine of Pentacles in this deck speaks of throwing a coin into a well but not necessarily receiving the wish. Nine of Cups. Look at that. And the Nine of Cups shows up here, and after that is the Ten of Wands. Now they giving us the Cinderella vibes. Somebody fairy godmother coming through. Yeah, rainbow, shooting star. I can sense that. 9 and 4, 13 again could be of significance, and 6 of Swords. Fairy godmother energy. Or a spirit guide that's helping some of you here move. 7 of Cups. Again. Helping you make the proper decision. Helping you to make the proper decision to move forward. It starts with the healing first. So something happened again. It's saying something here happened again where you recognize that you have to rely on yourself to move forward. Something happens again where you recognize you have to rely on yourself without guilt or shame for doing so. Because the guilt is more so connected to you, you know, being joyful about something you're doing, but then also having fear at the same time. No, don't do that. You don't want to do that. And obviously you don't want to, so this is closing out. Look at that. I didn't repeat that, but it does say here, continuing the legacy. What is the legacy, though? A part of that legacy is reciprocity and fame that comes through creativity with Saturn and Leo with the 5 of Wands. Your message in regards to leaving situations where you feel discontent and bored is that discontent and boredom and irritation that you feel being around that, whatever this is. Because it's not for you. After the 6 of Swords, you got the Queen of Swords. Oof. All I heard was solid partnership. But this is also standing your ground with your words. Saying what you mean and meaning what you say. The High Priestess. And seeing it as it is for all that it is. Ooh-wee. So, this whole scenario and everything that happened here, someone is realizing how tapped in and tuned in today that they are to the cosmos source. And receiving information that people look at you and wonder, how the fuck? But you're a mystic, you're a sage. That's really what that's about. And you went through your initiation process just to show you how connected you are in so many different variations, especially to the element of water. You definitely have a strong connection to water spirits. Look at that. 10 of Swords. Yeah, you definitely went through a lot. A lot of betrayal. But you're rising from this. You're still breathing. Your spirit's rising from this. Yeah, justice is here. That's the truth. I heard this. The sword was once heavier than the pen, but now the pen has become the strength of the sword. Literally what I just heard. I mean, with this one over here standing there, you've mastered the logical aspects or the way to communicate in significant partnerships. So that what? So that what? So that shit, the tower. And going back to what we said before earlier. Being in positions where certain people are being tested in terms of, are they going to open up and see an opportunity or complain about it or self-sabotage it the way they've been doing along this entire path, their entire life. Now that may cause that heaviness within you because you feel as though you may be in connections where people, it can come across as betrayal from one aspect, but when you mentally evolve in terms of what's actually going on spiritually, mentally, and physically, you begin to see this as exactly as this is. You've mastered the logic and the communication when it comes to significant partnerships, where you're recognizing that you bring a tower moment into people's lives, but you've been taking on their tower moments. Hold on. I'm telling you, the card that came out, 10 of Wands. The way this 10 of Wands shows up is, yo, look at this now. Look at this now. Because you got the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Wands showing up. This energy over here is literally giving somebody who says, you know what, fuck this. I'm done. And does this. Fucking done. Literally. Y'all want to sit there and burn up in this volcano? Go. Stay. I'm leaving. I can help stop this. It's literally what this 10 of Wands is saying. I can help stop this energy. I can help you get through this volcanic eruption. But if you won't keep, all right, fine. I'm leaving. I'm taking all my resources with me too. It's not funny. If that's resonating with you, that situation is not funny. But this shit is funny. Because it's real. That's some real shit right there. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Because the Queen of Wands kept on showing up, right? And that's Pele. And she right here, she the 4th card. This is what I mean. Y'all want to sit here and not allow the collective to help you through your burdens? Well, they're going to take their resources and their mom's going to handle that ass. Because the collective brings the tower moment. This is literally clarifying what the tower is. It's the 10 of Wands. You can literally bring people to a space of bliss where they can learn to take their power away from situations that at one point they thought was a wish granted. And then all of a sudden it puts them in a place of being discontent and bored and then wondering, why did I even take part in this shit? But they rather stay there. So you take your things and leave. And when they notice you have left, then they really see the value of your presence. Three of Swords. Then they really see the value of your presence. Now they sitting here, fuck, we should have been there. We should have, you know, taken the wisdom that they have been giving us and all this and all that. You was giving them some ancient wisdom with this whale here. That this energy of the whale has gone to sleep. Look at this. Look how this is showing up with the Three of Swords and then the Three of Wands. Aries again with the Six of Wands behind it. The 6 and the 3, 9 of Wands, you're no longer doing something over and over again because you notice what's up. So you literally, it's, okay. This is given the energy as both of these is the collective. And the lesson you learn, Saturn and Libra, when it comes to this significant relationship, these one-on-one partnerships, whoever it may be, is that your level of wisdom that you introduce them to will either be something they see as beneficial, or if they're still stuck in a version of themselves and connecting with other people that are not you, but they're not there yet mentally to switch gears, you literally, your spirit leaves this essence to go back to where you came from, for you to reflect on, you know, the things that you've been bringing forth into other people's lives, so that way you can keep moving towards what's coming towards you. So you can keep moving towards what's coming towards you. Okay, so you meet half and half with your next phase. You've been holding back from your next phase because you've been assisting people who are not at that level. Their aptitude when it comes to life is not there yet. So a lot of the things that you may express to them or share with them, especially one-on-one, goes in one ear, not the other. They're unable to retain it. It's too much information for them to retain or to nurture. Even more so, especially because this is a one-to-one situation, right, with Libra showing up. This is that, okay, you as the collective, this could pertain to one particular person or one-on-one again. But this would be the person you may have been assisting, and these are their ancestors now showing up to them on some, you fucked that up. You fucked that up. You thought this was something else. Because it's possible that their ancestors connected with yours to align with them, to help them through a situation, but they just wanted to stay there. So there's really not much you can do. That's the energy of that free will, which is also what that fork in the road card says. No bullshit. It literally says free will choice. Hold up. Let me find this. Where you at, beloved? I know this card is in here because we just saw it. But That is so wild about the moon oracle cards. Fork in the road card. Which showed up around the beginning when changing came out in reverse, which means something is not changing in regards to a wish granted because someone is uncertain. So this is where it becomes a two-way street for you, collective, and that person, where this is the type of energy that you need to do away with as a whole so you can move towards your abundance for real, for real. I mean, your path has been abundant constantly, but to see it that way, this is the moment where you do, where you get to see each step on some, where you actually have more gratitude for certain things happening the way it does pan out, just so you can step into your authority in the sense of, as you continue to grow and evolve mentally, physically, and spiritually, you're gonna always have these type of oppositions. Your response to those oppositions is what makes the difference in terms of it having an effect on you or not. So allowing yourself to observe the experience will help you to make the proper decisions or make wise choices. Yeah. Wow. Knight of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Wow. Sagittarius and Taurus. And then you have Knight of Swords, the card of opposition, but also swiftness. They didn't see your value because this is still connected to the Three of Swords. Sagittarius, I see. Taurus, I have. But they didn't see the value that you had coming into their life. Again, with all this volcano energy, although that is the essence of these cards here. Where's the collective? Show me the collective. You got the King of Cups. It came out in a challenging position. The Wheel of Fortune. For some of you, this could be a Scorpio. I mean, I could see how that would be, though. Because they do represent transformation. But they probably didn't expect you to put them through a transformation that they thought they was boss of. Or some shit. Nah. Listen. The Page of Pentacles. You're the rainbow. Collective is the rainbow. Yes, indeed. You're the sunshine and rainbow after the storm, but you are also the storm. You actually fuck the King of Cups with this water energy, Scorpio, in connection to Mars, that type of volcanic type of energy as well. You laid low. You didn't do as much damage as you could. You laid low to the point that you left. You bring towers into situations. And a tower is not necessarily something where someone's going to be down and out. Sometimes tower moments are situations that it gets people out of one thing into exactly what they wanted or what they were desiring. Saves people's lives. Two of Swords, Moon and Libra. Emotions connected to memories as it relates to significant partnerships. Let's see. What's this? The Queen of Cups. Wow. Back to the essence of this baby, the legacy. What's the legacy then? With the Queen of Cups, speaking of nurturing. The Queen of Cups is someone very intuitive. Yeah, it's confirming because it's Cancer energy, and the Cancer card here is the rainbow. And it was 7:13 on the time when that showed up. 7:13. Nine of Swords. Your legacy has to do with freeing people from psychic attacks, actually. Wow, you definitely have a gift. For somebody here, I gotta make this very clear to you. You most certainly have a gift. This is powerful. And definitely connected to water spirits. The Magician. You certainly got power, I'll tell you that. Let me see. Okay, the train is your life's journey. A long one, as it stated before. You could be a time traveler. A lot of Capricorn placements in your chart, possibly. Moving on, life's journey, new endeavor, going away, on track. Keep going forward. You have a loved one letting you know, yes, you're on track. Keep going forward. Because now I'm getting that feeling again. And from the beginning. You know your path. You're on it. Stay on it. Keep that true grit about yourself, but stay on your path. You got your 6. That's crazy. The first card, when the chills came through at the beginning, this is the first card that came out, and you got your 6. You know what your life path is. You know what your journey is. Keep going. You're on track. Everything that's happening is happening on time. 6 of Gemini. Now you're being able to connect to the many working parts where all parts are abundant and you can use all of them. There's something about you having many working parts before, but because of the position, the environment that you were in, all of those choices were more so the lower vibration of the higher vibration that it is. And the higher vibration that it is now, ooh wee, hold on. The higher vibration that it is now, wow, you don't have to take a risk. You don't have to gamble this. You don't have to, this is, what's this that came out? 50-50. Speaking of doing this shit here. This is a 2. They are both 2. 22. Catch 22. Let me see. Random results. The results are no longer random and no longer certain. You're certain now. Look at that. Uncertain outcome. It's the first shit that came out earlier. Was that a wish is being granted, but if you don't change, you'll be uncertain about what it is that you want. And you won't. It's as though, have astronomical thoughts of the life you want to experience, because it's more than possible. Some of y'all manifestations aren't coming in because it's too small for you. You're playing it small. Your life is not random. Your life is perfect by design. Some of y'all better get into your human design. And get with the shits. You better get with it. Evaluate options happening soon. Analyze, examine. See, source said it. Just giving you the message here, baby. Okay. 2276. I'm seeing it as a building. It's not often that numbers come through as a building, but when I see it as on a building, as I'm delivering it, that shit is a building. 2276. Slingshot. Yeah, it's a long shot to say some shit of that nature, but listen, 6544. That's word right there. 6544 on the timer. You're being pulled in an opposite direction. Speaking of opposition, now this time you're being pulled away from where you were before. That's what's happening soon. It's happening soon. The universe came out in reverse, and then winter. So winter season, full moon in Capricorn. I mean Cancer. That's what 8:11 on the clock right now. So the threshold that you are at right now has something to do with what you began or you planted the seeds for during new moon in Cancer, it seems. Or 2011. Happening soon. The universe comes up after happening soon, which is showing us even more in the okay. Happening soon is number 6. You have the universe as number 7. Remember we were saying L earlier too, with Libra and Leo, Lalo. Source is funny. The 7 coming through as the universe number on this card in reverse is letting me know that something is happening soon. But the 7 upright, the reason why the 7 isn't happening, the change that has to happen is that you have to do the final assessment, evaluation to change your perspective. That could also have to do with now that Neptune is direct. That makes a lot more sense because you're now in the position of having sight above water. You notice that when you go underwater, you open your eyes, things is a little distorted a bit. Neptune direct represents you being able to see clearly now. See through the illusion because it is in Pisces. Now you would have to give it the process for you to see clearer and open up your eyes. Very similar to when the snake sheds its skin, you can't see, but then the vision comes back. Or when you come out of the womb, you could barely see, but then you begin to open your eyes some and then fully. Flamingos. I love to see it. Speaking of Neptune, Pisces. Some of you are actually going to be aligning with people where there is definitely, okay, there is certainly, not definitely, because you're going to hear it this time. There is certainly, all right, a long-term potential of a soulmate, a lover, a union, being courted, a mutual attraction, the it factor, 2 of a kind, alluring, the je ne sais quoi. Communication is amazing, heartfelt, with their long necks. You won't have to worry. There could be something significant about working with beads, or this person could work with bees or bees, B-E-E-S, bees. This person may have a certain ritual that aligns with the ritual you have. Let's see. Coin toss. Choices, either or, be fair, considering pros and cons, fate, equal, 2 sides to every story, butterfly effect. Either way, 50-50 chance, unpredictable. Take a chance, can't decide. You probably have two options. You're going to have to decide. You're going to have to make a decision here about something. Or a decision will be made for you. There's a lot of change happening around you at this time. With the 2 of Pisces, 2 of Virgo, 4 of Sag, there's a lot of change. Those are all mutable signs. Whatever serious situation this is, whoever this message is for at this time, know that change is inevitable. Things are going to change regardless. Even if somebody, quote unquote, is closed-minded, if it's not them that changes, their environment changes. To either help them to grow or not. Now, there's a term we use in Spanish or statement, pelo en la lengua, which means hair on somebody's tongue, which is a liar. Because I'm saying that randomly. That shit ain't random, but oh, so when it comes to what we were speaking about before, in terms of, let's say you have to make a decision, a contractual decision, whether if you want this side because it has more money, or do you want this side that allows you to be who you are, but the money may take a little bit longer to come, but not as long. It only would take longer because of the perception that you're in right now, because that other deal is not going to fall through the way it's supposed to, because somebody on the other side is fucking lying. That's what this is. Because for it to go directly back into that, something about a baby. I just smelled baby powder. This could have to do with some type of inheritance or a will. Or somebody's name is Will. A master. Disciplined, working smart. Authoritarian. And the card at the bottom of the deck has to do with a team, a leadership, co-creating, a crew, a certain crew. Working together as a unit. Because what I'm getting from this is that there's somebody, because this is coming up after gavel, all right? I'm getting this energy of karmic justice, honestly. Because something doesn't fall through in terms of a contract with somebody, because those group of people have a way of getting away with things. But them coming across you, collective, that's the last time. Or this is you, you've come across somebody that got you feeling that this is you, where you're the one having to undergo some type of judgment. And then, hey, that's cross-watcher energy right there. If this is a vibe of a cross-watcher in connection to the collective, as far as are they gonna find out? It's been found out from the beginning of the fuckery. This is why Crosswatcher has met this particular person of the collective. So much so that the Crosswatcher is actually lucky that it met this particular energy of the collective, because even though there's going to be a tower moment, it probably won't be as brutal had it been someone else. Because collective has taken some of that Crosswatcher's burden away. But now that collective is no longer standing up for Crosswatcher, shit gotta get handled. The Crone, Saturn. Yeah. They met the last dragon, because I'm hearing, who's the master? They collective, you would be the last dragon. That show enough just met. They show enough did. Out of control. Hot air balloon. Uplifting, freedom, rise above a new perspective. Listen, it's time for your ascension, collective, okay? I mean, it is Mercury retrograde, so that's evident where you may have people from your past coming back on some shit, want to see where the fuck they fit in. No, this ain't your size no more. This shoe over here too big now, okay? 822. Summer. Within 3 to 6 months, you got the crone, the mother that showed up. Winter, summer. These are solstice. The solstice energy showed up. So the soul is in full motion. The soul is here to stay. The purpose is here to stay. So, more so having to do with 2022. That's when Mars was in Gemini and went through a retrograde also. And Mars in Gemini, the tarot card for Mars in Gemini is the Nine of Swords. Which is the card of sleepless nights, anxiety, psychological attacks or psychic attacks, or mental battles. But now the soul is here to stay, meaning it notices that you, your physical body and your spirit are not giving up on the journey, because the soul is eternal. She can go about its business. But now it's choosing to stay. It's saying, okay, you ready for this massive shift. You're not scared no more, because the same way the energy of the Orishas move, where you don't have to do anything, but you would be embodying the nature of the Orishas, where it comes through as the work being performed through them, but it's more so the connection that you have, where you have an understanding of your spirit, your soul embodying that energy. Not so much that it's doing something for you just outside of you. You embody that. Oye. Very likely, although the word like. Anyway, at this time, the situation or outcome is going to occur. What is? What is? An eclipse. Union of opposites. Who is this? Sudden darkness, temporary block, overshadow. Let me see. Who is it? Someone you're not in communication with. It's the cross watcher energy. Because telephone came out in reverse. And you see, it's the Two of Cancer card. We already figured this out, that you are the rainbow. And it's the Two of Cancer card here. And what's very likely at this time, the situation or outcome is going to occur when it comes to a temporary block, when it comes to the cross watcher energy, or whoever this is. Because the cross watcher could be amongst the collective and hearing about what's next. And there could also be, in general, just the block of communication here. No communication. Because you're having people find their way as you find your own. Speaking of journey, back again. What is the ancestors' message here for the collective? Fine print, person of fire. I felt that shit in my whole... Whew. They're confirming. Because 7 and 9 is 16, right? This is 16. But this is you, collective. You bring the tower in people's lives. It's time. So the ancestors' message at this point. First and foremost, coño, woo! You are the catalyst in people's lives. It's written on there. Person of fire. That's the first thing that comes out, Leo. You have the spirit and soul of a catalyst. You're very strong-willed, ruthless at times. Go towards entrepreneurship. Remain sensual, sexy, sex, do sexy. Same shit. Cross. It's time to release whatever it was you were down for the cause. Whatever cause you were down for that is no longer for you. Whatever you were standing up for, coming back full circle. Time to release it. And continue to look at the fine print. See the details. Especially, they want you to tap more into the essence of a sage, a mystic. Really look into the finer details, especially when the moon is in Virgo. Whenever the moon is in Virgo, it gives the collective an opportunity to look deeper within the subconscious and really come up with fine details or words to express what you're feeling or what's bringing in the energy that you're feeling. Here. So there's that. I just realized I had the chat set to something completely different. Yo. Sources, no interruptions. That's pretty wild. That is pretty wild. Because I didn't realize it was set to subscribers only. I mean, yeah, the members. Or was it done? No. It might have. But yeah, that's the message. Definitely cleanse some energy just now for somebody in here. Bonfire, exhilaration, community, enthusiasm, intense, get things going, orgasmic. This is even more so speaking to how deeply you love yourself, that it's really a misuse of your energy to extend yourself to people who really can't fathom that intensity and that love that you have for yourself that you share with them. You know, it's part of the process. It's all right. Just move on from it, though. But that is your message, my loves. Have a blissful evening. I might be back on because we might be turning up. I don't know. We'll see. But see y'all on IG if y'all over there. But, ciao.